3-1 homestand before they hit the road for 5 games.
Yeah, before we start, I just want to say everybody in our locker room is thinking about Jamal Murray, and we're hoping for the best. We hope he's not injured. That was a really scary fall, and there was silence in the gym. Everybody is so concerned for him. So, fingers crossed. Who would like to start?
Hey, Steve, it's Jason with Crown 4. Big win tonight, obviously, in your push to, position yourselves and against a really good team. So obviously that was the focal point, but how much better does it make it that you can get a win on a night where Steph breaks this record? So the vibes in the locker room, can be good. So you guys can actually really appreciate, what he just did.
Yeah, I mean, he was going to get the game ball regardless, but it's way more fun when, everybody is excited and, happy. And so great reception in the locker room after half an hour of Raymond. Where he came into the locker room. It was almost anticlimactic, but Raymond doesn't exactly have a feel for, team chemistry and that sort of stuff. So we'll let him off the hook.
I didn't try to get a straight bullet for you, Ray. I'm sorry.
So, Steve, where did that performance come from?
I'm sorry?
So where did that performance come from? By Steph and Draymond, where did it come from tonight?
I've been watching this stuff for a decade. I mean, as coach, this is 7 years. I mean, that's who these guys are. That's they've been winners and all-stars, and in Steph's case, MVP. They're great players. They got a lot of pride, and it was a big game for us. We have a chance to get on a little run, and it was important for us to get a win, especially against a really good team. But that's who these guys are.
You mentioned getting a win over the Nuggets. Obviously, they're one of the better teams in the West. When Steph comes out, scores 21 points in the first quarter, do you notice maybe a lift in confidence from your team after that? Yeah.
Our team always feeds off of Steph's confidence, and he was extra special tonight. Obviously, I mean he's had this run the last few weeks where he's sort of night in and night out having these great games, but you can feel it too when he's really got it going, and we could feel it pretty early tonight.
Did you sense anything pregame for Steph? Just an awareness of how close he was to this record, maybe an energy that he was bringing, a look in his eye? could you tell?
I mean, he's so even-keeled. It's one of the great things about Steph is that his approach doesn't change much. Whether he's struggling or breaking Wilt's record, either way, he's going to come in with the same mindset, competitive desire, focus. So it was kind of surprising to see him break that record in the first quarter, though. We all figured he'd find a way to get 19 points tonight, but maybe not in the first quarter.
Draymond scored 18, which was a season high. I mean, I know obviously the story is Steph, but how important is it when Draymond throws in 18 points?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, when he is aggressive like he was. Draymond's such a smart player. He knows, when to shoot, when to pass, when to make the move. And I just felt like tonight he let the game happen, and he just played. He didn't think. And when he's aggressive like that, even if the shots don't go in, I think it's important for him to be aggressive and to shoot. Tonight they went in, but even bigger than that, I thought his defensive intensity in the second half was huge. He and Loon, I thought, in many ways controlled the game in the second half with their defense and rebounding and just that back line strength that they gave us.
Yeah, you got 31 minutes and 11 rebounds from Loon tonight. Is he really going to have to shoulder that load with Wiseman out?
Yeah, I don't anticipate playing him that many minutes. I think Loon is probably more like a 25-minute guy, but tonight required that because of Nikola and what he brings. We had to have all those minutes from Loon.
Coach Marquez, how did you feel about your guys' defensive intensity today?
I thought it was marginal in the first half. First quarter, they shot, 68% or something, and we weren't into the ball. I thought the second half we were much better. We were in the fight in the second half, got into the ball, cracked back for rebounds. Everybody was participating. It was a really good defensive second half. We held them to 246 in that half, so pretty impressive.
Hey, Steve, Kylan with Crown 4. Ooh.
Go ahead, Kylan.
Go ahead.
We saw some of the guys during Steph's media tour come back out, maybe dump some water on him. What kind of excitement was there in the locker room and just from his teammates? One thing I feel like that makes Steph so special is just the way he's a good teammate and he always is putting the team first. It seems like the guys kind of return the favor whenever he reaches these types of accomplishments.
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes Steph who he is. Everyone loves playing with him and being his teammate. He brings so much joy and competitiveness to the game and work ethic and example. He's just an incredible mentor for these young guys, and they love him. So he got a great reception in the locker room, and it was fun.
Coach, it's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Congrats on the win. Coach, how would you define Steph Curry greatness? What are your thoughts on the defense of tonight?
Well, it's tough to put into words what Steph means to us as an organization, just because of the person he is. Obviously the player, but the human being, which is so much of why he's the player that he is. His humility. I mentioned his work ethic, his focus, his passion for the game. He sets a tone for us every day, and what he's doing is ridiculous. Nobody has ever shot the ball like this, and the fact that he does it, whether it's off the catch or off the dribble, pretty amazing. Most guys are sort of one or the other. He can shoot from anywhere, anytime, any situation, any defender on him. It's kind of crazy, what he does out there. It's hard to fathom sometimes watching him make some of those shots.
Hi, Steve. It's Maria Vidal for